Hi guys, it's Megan from Vigilante Vibes, and today I want to break down and review the last 2 episodes of Season 1 of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. So we're just going to go through it, we're going to talk about it, and then you're going to let me know in the comments what you thought of it. At the beginning of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, episodes 9 and 10, Norman visits Otto, who's now incarcerated for violating the Sokovia Accords. This is, I think, the second or third reference we got into the Sokovia Accords, so I wasn't expecting another one, but I like it. Moving on, Norman gloats about sending Ross and Stark after Otto, having just finalized a deal to claim all of Octavius's tech, leading Otto to swear revenge, as the villain usually does, but it's not usually towards another villain. The 110th Street gang plans to raid Otto's tech before it can be seized. Because, like, what are you guys going to do with it? But it's fine, I guess. Spider-Man saves Nico from being hit by a truck wearing his brand new red and blue Spider-Man suit, and it looks so good. And I think this was the point where Nico was like, oh shit. Oh, this is what you can do. So that was pretty cool. Spider-Man gets caught between the 110th and the Scorpions. Gargan is now wearing a helmet and has burns from his suit, which looked gross. Spider-Man fights Scorpion while Lonnie watches Big Donovan flee the 110th after Gargan nearly killed him. Look, I'd be running too, though. Like, I know he's a bad guy, but I'd be out too. Lonnie is in the truck when some of its chemicals spill Deox, granting him super strength and durable skin, which he uses to help Spider-Man fight Scorpion. Just so you know, the Deox 3, the chemical, that is a nod to the comic book origin of Lonnie Tombstone's powers. Spider-Man stops holding back like Norman wanted and nearly kills Scorpion, only to be stopped by Lonnie for going too far, which was a direct reference to Spider-Man No Way Home, where Tobey's Spider-Man stops Tom Holland's Spider-Man from, unaliving, I guess. Unaliving Harry Osborn. Norman Osborn. It was Norman Osborn. Shoot. Nico and Peter make up, promising no more secrets, although Nico is definitely holding on to some secrets, so okay, Nico, that's cool. Norman is testing Spider-Man's blood on various animal subjects, the implication being that he wants to create more Spider-Men, which is just, like, so rude. Like, it's a little weird. He couldn't handle one. He could not watch out for one, but he's gonna go make a whole army of them. That's whatever. Now we're on to the 10th episode of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and Peter barely makes it to his diorama presentation as he is stopping some carjackers, as Spider-Man tends to do. Norman meets with Oscorp's interns to confirm all of their projects have been connected to a Project Monolith, creating a gateway to space for faster than light travel and instant relocation. It's a very Marvel thing to want to do, I guess. Norman believes the Avengers aren't enough for humanity to be in the dominant species, to be as revered as those they once saw as gods, hence the gateway. Norman wants to be the one with the gateway, meaning Norman wants to be the god. Which, I guess, dream big. Try to achieve those dreams, I guess. Doctor Strange arrives to stop Norman and his dangerous project, while also confirming to Peter that he has never been at Midtown High. See, at that point, I was a little confused, and I was like, oh, so, like, was it a variant that did it? How many Doctor Stranges are out there with these Venom things, symbiote monsters? It all made sense. Norman turns the gateway on anyway, only to have the same symbiote monster from the show's premiere to emerge, and a test subject spider escapes during the resulting fight with Spider-Man and Strange. At this point, I still did not get it. But I was like, I'm just in for the ride. But looking back, it's like, how did I not realize what I don't know. We're all just trying to make it through. Doctor Strange's use of the Time Stone charges the portal, and he goes back too far to the day Peter Parker was bitten by the spider, which is revealed to have been from the future possessing Spider-Man's blood, thus creating a major time paradox regarding how Spider-Man got his powers in the first place. And it was beautiful. It was creative. I loved it. I love that that's how they looped it all in. It was very creative. 10 out of 10. No notes. Although Spider-Man and Strange destroy the gateway, a bit of symbiote goo sneaks through, later to be found by Norman, which is like, why? Are you supposed to be the Green Goblin? What's going to happen here? I don't know, but I'm hyped. In the aftermath, Oscorp is under fire, and Peter is not sure if he can trust Norman or if he should keep working with him. Which, like, he doesn't. If you don't have any trust with a person, you shouldn't be working with them, because you're in such a vulnerable place, as Spider-Man is to Osborn, because he's sometimes his eyes and ears. So, I mean, fair. Nico suggests Harry should start a company for Peter and his friends. Harry happily agrees and forms the Worldwide Engineering Brigade. As Uatu, the Watcher, observes Strange telling Spider-Man he's ready to be a hero. And, like, Uatu, I wasn't surprised he showed up, because he did in X-Men 97 too. So I feel like this is going to be a normal thing for Marvel animation, which I'm down for. I think it's great. Something to keep in mind, Amadeus Cho seemingly rejects Harry's web invite, which is like, what are you up to? Why? But also, side note, I would really like a series just about Amadeus Cho. I think that would be great. He had main character energy, and I'll die on that hill that he needs his own series. Jean is revealed to be Finesse, having been undercover at Oscorp working for Daredevil. I did not see that coming, and I loved it. Jean, who's, Finesse, in the comics, Finesse is a polymath with perfect kinesthesia, able to duplicate any physical act. She doesn't have powers, but she has mastered martial arts, and I feel like it's good enough for me. Let's call it powers at this point. Lonnie ditches his Letterman jacket, which was super dramatic, and his hands are starting to go gray, an ongoing side effect of the chemicals that gave him the powers. If you guys do not know, Tombstone is gray. The character and the actual Tombstone. So it makes sense. It's starting to show. I am so hyped. I did not think they'd actually change the color. I love it. Nico is shown using her magic amulet to speak to her mother, which was so weird. She performs a ritual highlighting her emerging magical abilities from the Runway comics. In the comics, she uses her amulet to perform blood magic. Moving on, Otto's future as Doc Ock is teased, despite still being behind bars, but we all saw the pictures of the arms coming out from behind him. Perfect. And last but not least, Aunt May visits Peter's father, Richard, in prison. While Spider-Man says that he'll have to figure out whatever's coming his way, I'm sure he is not thinking of parents showing up. I'm sure that's the last thing on his mind. Do we even know if he knows he's alive? And where's his mom? But his dad being alive does point to a spy story coming, because if you did not know, in the comics, Peter's parents, mom and dad, were spies. So that's something to keep an eye out for, and I'd really like to see. So I thought these last 2 episodes were a perfect ending to the show. Not to the show, to the season. I thought they were fantastic. I thought Spider-Man looked amazing in his new suit. I thought it was so much fun. It was so good. I just hope next season they give us 1 a week. I feel like it went way too fast. I really didn't get to enjoy it because it was so quick. So I'll be going through and rewatching the entire thing, because that's who I am as a person. But I loved it. I loved it so much. I feel like it's still really an underrated show, because so many people wrote it off because, the animation. It's too weird. His suit looks too different. The usual excuses, which, if that's how you feel, cool. But, give it a chance. My gosh. It feels like a dark horse of a show because it just comes out of nowhere. It's great. The cast did great. The animation was great. I really enjoyed seeing Doctor Strange and Spider-Man work together in the last episodes. I loved it all. with all the cameos we've gotten in this season, you know, Easter egg cameos, big cameos, it's kind of crazy to me to think there's going to be a whole other season with other cameos. Amelia. So, I'm excited to see who's going to be in there, who's going to be the next 2 seasons. It's renewed for till the next 2 seasons, I believe. But, yeah. I say this was a successful show. It was fantastic. I loved it. As a Spider-Man fan, loved it all the way through. So, let me know in the comments what you gave it. What do you rate it out of 1 to 10? Just if you want to make it quick and easy. Or tell me your favorite parts. Who's your favorite characters? What theories do you have? Because I have, like, a few. And I think I've already said them in this video. So, let me know in the comments what you thought. Be sure to click subscribe so you don't miss any more of the content I put out. I have reviews. I have interviews. I have reaction videos. I have it all. So, like I said, hit that subscribe button. Let me know in the comments. And you have a marvelous day.